Welcome back to PBI Radio. I'm Chris Guns, and it's been 3 years since Vernon Forrest's death. Montell Griffin knew him well. They were on the same Olympic team, 1992, and he knew him well. I'm going to check in with Montell, see what he remembers about Vernon. Montell Griffin, 3 years since the death of Vernon Forrest. When did you first meet Vernon?
I met Vernon in 1992. I think, I'm trying to remember. Either the U.S. Championship. I don't think he was in the U.S. Championships. I can't remember. I know I met him in 92, maybe at the U.S. trials or either the U.S. Championships. And we kicked it off real cool. My nickname was Shorty Mac. Called me Shorty Mac. He said he just couldn't believe that I could do what I could do at my height, fighting light heavyweight. And Chris Bird, Donnell Nicholson, and Vernon Forrest, the three closest amateurs I was with, in boxing.
Yeah. When you talked to Vernon, he made everyone feel good, didn't he?
Yeah, Vernon was one of the most silliest cats in the world, but he spoke his mind, and he was a dog. Meaning he had a terrible temper, and he just was a real guy. He wasn't gonna bite his tongue for nobody. Yeah. He didn't say what you wanted him to hear. What I wanted him to say, he said what he wanted to say. Regardless how you felt about it. Couldn't do no respect him. You got this little skinny little guy, or skinny guy who talk garbage to the biggest guys, and I just crack up how tall he was for his height. Yeah. I'm saying me being the shortest I was for my height, we laughed about it, and we actually got closer as time went by. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? By the time he passed away, I was closer with him than anybody in boxing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But Donnell Nicholson, he lived in Chicago, so he really don't count. That's my man. But Donnell Nicholson like my brother, but Vernon, one of my closest friends. Mm-hmm. Like I said, at the time of his death, he was my main man. I remember when he lost to Sergio Moore, I called him after the fight, after he got out of the ring. I said, "How you feel?" He said, "Man, I just didn't have it tonight." He said, I got a rematch clause, and I'm going to take care of business. I said, "Well, I guarantee you I'll be there when you win the title back." So as soon as the fight got made, I got my plane ticket, I got my hotel room, and I was there when he won the title back. I was there with him when he won the title. He came in the room, sat down. I think he got an IV, I think, because he was feeling kind of weak or whatever. And I had stayed out the night before, like 5, 6 in the morning, so I was dead tired. But I put a little money on the fight. When I got to Vegas, I walked after the weigh-in. Sergio was overweight, like a pound or two overweight. I walked in the Vernon room. I handed him $4,000. I said, "Could you double this?" He said, "Of course I can. Put your money on me." I said, "All right." So, I put my money down, and, I was just, excited. That's my man. Took him to the barbershop to get his hair cut for the fight, and, I was just looking forward to him, watching him, get his title back. And, after the fight, I was so tired. I hung out till like 12, 1 o'clock, and I went in the room, go to sleep, and, just to show you what type of guy Vernon is, one of my best friends flew out to Vegas with me for the fight, and I introduced him, at the weigh-in, and, we went to the barbershop together. They got a chance to talk, and it was the first day they ever met. And after the fight, Vernon walked around the casino, I guess, it had to be at 2, 3 in the morning, and just wanted to, enjoy himself, win the title. And he ran into my buddy. He said, "Where's Montell?" He's like, "Where's Shorty Mac at?" He said, "Shorty Mac, went to sleep." He's like, he won all that money. Now he cool. And he said, "Well, you know what? You my main man's friend, so tonight you gonna be my main man." And took my buddy out all night. He came in like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and just couldn't believe how good of a guy Vernon was. He said Vernon took care of him like he had been knowing him his whole life, and that's what type of man Vernon Forrest was.
Great man. And how'd you hear about his passing? And who told you?
The crazy part about it, Alexis had died. Alexis Abuelo, who I wasn't friends with, but I met him and I respected him. Mm-hmm. And then Arturo died. Me and Friday was in Lou Duva's camp as amateurs, talking about turning pro. With Duva, got a chance to, meet, get a chance to be around each other. And, we kept, pretty cordial. And when he passed away, I showed my buddy, the day I found out Vernon died, I showed my buddy the text. I text Vernon when I found out about our tour, and I said, man, you my man, and I love you. I said, people die, dying like flies. I said, we never know how long we're going to be here, man. I just want to let you know I miss you and I love you. He said, I love you too, man. That was 6 days before he died. I just couldn't believe it. It was a Sunday, I think, and I went to a restaurant. It was like 6, 7 in the morning, and I watched ESPN. I saw it on TV, and I just broke down crying, man, because that was my man, man. I just hate, how violence is these days with these guns and black on black crime, and it's just so sad. And Vernon Forrest was my man. He was my friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to say he was my friend. He was my Olympic teammate. He was a great fighter. He was my friend, and guy I looked up to a lot.
Yeah, I'll bet no one can say it better. Thank you, Montell Griffin. Appreciate it.